Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope all is well. I hope the weather is gorgeous wherever you are. It is certainly beautiful in Southern California. The sky is just doing amazing things. There's rain and I don't know, it's like everything is slowly coming back to life because of the rain. So I don't know, I just love it. I love it when it storms. Anyway, I'm hoping the weather is weathering wherever you are too. Today I want to talk to you about love and happiness. Love and happiness, dude, it's like sometimes to me it feels like these things are so ephemeral. They're there, or we think they're there, then they're gone. It's strange. It's life, it's part of the human experience, and so it's fine. But it is strange, Life is strange. Relationships are weird. Connections are weird. Figuring ourselves out can take quite a bit of work. It means overcoming the concern of what other people will think about us, letting go of the worry that they will not accept us, and just becoming more and more concerned with what we think about ourselves. And there is so much pain and magic connected to that journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance, And when you get to that place, it like took so much work to get there that you just wind up feeling like, well, when it comes to partnerships, any significant partnership, and this could be of any category, you want it to be with somebody who is also in that place, developmentally speaking, like where they are loving and accepting themselves, and so they're not worried about what you're thinking necessarily in that way, and so you can just be yourselves around each other. It makes me think of parallel play, if this is a term that you've heard, where it's kids, who are playing next to each other, not necessarily with each other the whole time, but each one is just sort of doing their own thing, but they're having so much fun doing it right there next to that other person. And in order to be able to do that kind of thing, it requires a certain amount of safety, right? Safety in your own body to go, yes, I can see that other children are playing with each other. I'm not as comfortable doing that, but I've come across this other person who is in the same energy that I am in, and I'm having so much joy in the acceptance, the mutual acceptance. And so when I think about love and happiness for myself, I think that is the best way I can describe what it is exactly that I'm looking for. And there's like a million other things, okay? But, and I don't have any apologies about that, by the way. I remember when I was younger, I'd come across the idea of like, you should make a list of those things that you are looking for in a partnership. And then I came across a person who I was having a conversation with about that. And she was like, no, it's not, you shouldn't do that. Essentially, it's you being judgmental about what is coming your way instead of just accepting what is meant for you. It didn't feel right then, and it certainly doesn't feel right now, I go, no, we absolutely should have a clear expectation of what we're looking for in another person, right? I think about myself. I have such a clear expectation of what I'm expecting from myself. So why wouldn't I look for compatibility in that way, right? If I'm looking for a person who can, on their own, be their own person, but at the same time do parallel play with me, right? Where we are living our lives alongside each other. Yes, of course. interacting with each other and living life and loving and enjoying and all of that, the beauty of that connection. Okay. I know that I know that I come across as like so detached. I'm sure I do, because you know what? It's actual work. I put effort into that work. And so if you have noticed that, yes. Okay. If you haven't, that's okay. It is something that I find important. It's something that I will continue to cultivate for the rest of my life. I really believe, I hope. But when it comes to that sort of connection, right, where I am like fully pulling my guard down and going, you, dude, you are quite splendid. You, I can see you. We are counterparts in so many different ways. Then it's easier to put your guard down because you do not feel afraid, right? This person doesn't want to have mastery over me. This person is busy doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Following their own intuition. And so I'm free to do that same work. I have so much respect for this person, and this person has so much respect for me. That kind of energy. And so for me, I really have come to, it's a conviction of mine. This is sort of key for me to be able to find love and happiness in a partnership. And so that's okay, right? That's me making judgments about what I want to come on my path. I don't have any apologies about it. Does it guarantee that that will be on my path because I have a clear intention about what I want to see happen in that part of my life? No, I don't have any control over that. It doesn't matter though. Should I compromise who I am ultimately, right? To just accept anything that comes along on the path? Why, dude? Essentially, I would just be walking into a prison, right? If I have a person who's going, I need you to be X, Y, and Z for me, right? Then all of my energy and all of my time goes into meeting the needs of that person. And I stop being a person who has individual goals and needs. And so these are lessons that have been hard earned. And so I value them. What can I tell you? And so I'm in the energy of like, that's what I would like. And I put that out into the universe, okay? That is what I would like. I also believe that that's what the universe wants for me. The universe is like, dude, you've done all this fucking work. You want to throw it all away? There is an equal counterpart out there existing for you. They're on their way. Everything's going to be fine. We'll see, dude. My energy is that doesn't have to be. I could also get like pancaked on the way home today. And this doesn't ever get posted anywhere. And the world keeps turning. The house is not on fire. Everything would be just fine. Regardless of whatever happened to me on the way home. Anyway, just a thought. It is oversharing, you guys, but I hope that there's some wisdom in there that can be gleaned, you know? I do. Anyway, overshare done, you guys. Until next time, see ya.